Welcome to this YouTube channel of Handix TV. I would like to say today we have got this video which we'd like to talk about the appointments so far made by Professor Peter Mutharika as the Minister's Deputy Second Vice President. So we would like to discuss very much on the appointments and to see if really the country is in the right direction as far as development is concerned, because it's all about the cabinet that Professor Peter Mutharika is going to form, which is going to determine the development and growth of this country. Because if we have right people in right places, the country is going to develop. But if we have got people who are not right in the places where they have been put as the places of their responsibilities and duties, then the country is going to be going backwards. But now, I would like to stress here that if the country of Malawi is to develop, we need minds which are very innovative, minds which can create new ideas and make sure that we are going by the time. Because if the country of Malawi is to develop, we need to catch up with other countries which are doing very well, like the likes of China, America, and Europe, as well as Africa, Kenya. These countries are advancing very well because they are employing means of technology in order to do their things, and innovation is a must. Of course, today we are also having the introduction of the artificial intelligence, which in many countries as well are embracing in order to develop. But we are saying as a country of Malawi, we need, of course, to have people that are right in right places for the country to develop. So the president of Malawi, after Peter Mutharika, after sworn in on Saturday, today on 6th of October 2025, there has been a release of the partial appointments, which are going to be ministers and as well as a second deputy vice president of the country of Malawi. So the president of Malawi has chosen second deputy vice president Enoch Chihana, and also has chosen Honorable Chaponda as the foreign minister, is choosing Alfred Gangata as the minister of state, and is choosing minister of finance, which has gone to the Mwanamveka. There are more appointments, up to 11 appointments, and you can see the appointments on the other side of the screen in this video. I would like to say that as a country, we really need to move forward. Do you think like the appointments so far made are political appointments? Because if the country is continuing with the issue of politics in everything that we are doing, we're not going to develop. So do you think like the appointments are so political? I don't think they are political. Because Chihana is for effort, but the rest of the appointments, I think he belonged to maybe Democratic Progressive Party, but he has also chosen other people in different positions which are not politicians, like the commander of the defense force, as well as the Attorney General, not Attorney General, but the Inspector General of the police. These are crucial appointments as well as far as national security is concerned. So I would like to say my mind about the appointments so far made, and I would like to emphasize the issue of innovation, that if the country is to develop, we need to put much effort on innovation in the country, whereby every ministry in the country and everywhere in the country, we are using innovation. We are doing everything we can do in order to move very fast according to the time we are living in, because we are living in a time whereby technology is everywhere and people are doing everything because they are using technology to do whatever they are doing. So if it's about farming in this country, we are no longer going to be using the old ways of doing farming. We need to employ new methods of doing farming, and today we can use innovation in the farming industry, in the farming sector, so that as a country we really are moving forward. If we were using horses to do cultivation of our gardens, today people are using mechanical ways of doing farming, and we can advance as well as far as seeds are concerned, which we can be using as plants that we use in this country, like maize plants and other varieties of different farm plants which we should be using. We should make sure that we are also coming up with sophisticated ways of improving our seeds, so that as a country we can develop very fast. But we should also emphasize here that if we would like to embrace innovation, we need to change everything that we've been doing. Like Professor Peter Mutharika during the inauguration speech, he spoke about it changing within ourselves, so that if we would like to see the country developing or changing, we need to start changing within the way we think, within the way we are doing our things. We can no longer maintain the old ways which have failed us to develop. Now we should employ new ways of development. That's the only way we can develop. Now, what do you think about the appointments? Because maybe some of you have got your own opinion as far as the appointments is concerned. And what do you think? Is the appointment so far so good in this country? Do we really see that we are going to develop based on what Mutharika has done as the partial appointment of different officers that are going to be working as ministers and the other top officials in this country? I think that's fine. We should also encourage the Professor Peter Mutharika to use his independence as well as wisdom and experience in order to make sure that he's making right choice. But I think he's very quick to make a decision. I think that's what we liked in the previous administration, whereby things could be delayed before the president could make a decision about the nation. But now Professor Peter Mutharika hasn't delayed the appointment. We are encouraging the Professor Peter Mutharika to keep on looking for the minds that are going to dedicate to the development of this nation, so that they should work as ministers and other important officers that can help to develop this nation. Because as a country, we are not developing. We need people who understand the interests of Malawians so that we could develop as a country. Because if we keep on doing politics, this nation cannot develop. But we need to put aside politics and begin to work together as long as development is concerned, so that as the nation, we really are moving forward and we are changing the lives of the people, because that's the only reason why people have voted for the Democratic Progressive Party, to make sure that they improve the lives of the people. And they should also make sure that they're doing everything according to the interests of the people. Malawians are looking forward to the nation whereby everybody else in this country will be happy living here in Malawi, not complaining about what's going on or what's been happening in this country, whereby lives of the people have been going through a lot economically, and the economic situation has never been solved as far as poverty and the economic crisis has been in this country for the past 5 years, whereby suffering has been aggravated by the poor decisions by the politicians and the lack of interest to make sure that as a nation we really come up with strategies and the methods of how we can develop very fast in the changing lives of the people. So the video today is about the appointments, as already said, done by Professor Peter Mutharika, which is the partly appointments of the ministers and other important public officers that are going to be working in the cabinet of Professor Peter Mutharika. I believe as a country we need to be moving forward and we should work together. Let's encourage our leaders to make sure that they really do their job. But as you leaders have been appointed, you must understand that you are not appointed in order for you to enjoy living a better life and where Malawians are suffering. That's not the reason why you've been appointed. But make sure that you really are working for the advancement and improvement of the lives of the people who are Malawians in this country. We are all looking forward to a country where we should all be equal and we should all prosper together. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and do not forget to do not forget to make a comment. Until I come back with another video, have a very good day. Bye bye.